We're recording, right? I'd just like to ask you guys, really, because obviously the theme is about living alone with dementia. What helps you in your situation? What helps you as people living on your own? Wayne, can I come to you first?
Absolutely. As someone living alone, the biggest thing that have helped me is living alone. I say that not to upset or be contentious or to try and indicate alone is better, but I do not feel like I have as many issues in my daily existence as I hear about in my peers. I honestly believe, and what I've seen in my peers over the last decade, is that those alone have to do, plan, get, fix, manage, etc., all the things themselves. And that has, on appearance, not statistically or scientifically proven, seemed to help those alone live longer, be more productive, be better self aware, and travel the dementia downward curve slower. If we do not do it ourselves, it doesn't get done. Planning and problem solving skills remain practiced and honed, which helps us in all aspects of life and maintaining independence. It also more quickly and clearly identifies where you need help and to what degree, so you can build a necessary safety network around you. I know that due to dementia being such a nasty and powerful adversary, that anything or anything could change at any time. But for now, I'm happy, content, positive, productive, and the driver of my own life.
Wayne, thank you so much. Michael, same question to you, really. What helps you?
It's basically the same as what as we. And I find now a lot of carers, I go to a lot of support groups. A lot of carers don't like my attitude because I actually find they wrap the person up in cotton wool. So if somebody wants to do something, they'll say to them, "Oh no, you don't can't do that. I'll do it for you." And to me, that's the worst thing because there's that thing, use it or lose it. But
Mm.
I find if you live on your own, there's nobody to do it for you, so you've got to do it yourself. You've got to make arrangements, you've got to tweak things, you've got to uh, find other ways to adapt. And to me, I actually think I know for me, living on my own is actually better for me because I adapt things, I change things. I won't let people tell me I can't do this or I can do this. My attitude is I will try it first. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it, I'll admit I can't do it. But I won't let somebody come up and say to me, "Oh no, you can't do that. You've got dementia."
And what does it look like? I suppose that's my question. Have you built a network of support, and what does it look like?
Yeah, if you don't mind me jumping in, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that yes, we do, but I'm not sure that I think of it in those terms. I don't kind of think, oh my God, I need help or support in this. I just automatically, just I suppose, as I would have done in the previous life, the non-dementia life, that other life. Um, when you come up against a problem, you use whatever is at your disposal as a resource, including people, unfortunately, to solve that problem.
Yeah, it might just be, all right, then let me rephrase the question. And I'll come to you, Michael. Who's out there that who can help you, or who's a friend, or Wayne said, sometimes I even speak to other people. Are there other people in your life that sort of help you out every now and then?
There actually is. I can give you. There are actually support groups. One's for young onset dementia, called Pathways Young Onset Dementia. It's it's more a friendly group, so it's more we go and have a laugh and a banter. Uh, and then once a year we go on a holiday. But the thing is, we go and say I was having an issue with something, there'll be somebody there what's went through it. There might be a carer. who has worked with maybe their husband or their wife, and they've come across it. And then I know it's a terrible thing to say, but I call it picking their brains, which is a terrible thing to say with somebody with dementia and picking your brain, because then I'll find out, well, how did they cope? And then I'll take it home. I'll maybe tweak it and make changes to see if it works for me. And they actually do the same. They'll get something from me and they'll take it and tweak it. So to me, we actually work off each other.
From the point of view of Dementia Diaries, and I think that peer group is a great support because you're learning what issues could be coming from those that have already been facing them, and that gives the chance to prepare in advance in a way, or even change your life or environment to stop it becoming an issue.
What would be the message based on your experience? What's the message you'd like to give to someone recently diagnosed who's living on their own? Wayne, start away.
As much as is possible, hang on to yourself. As I say, I thrill to the fact, and I do everything I possibly can to be the, as a quote, the driver of my life. I don't want to be a passenger. It's my life. I'm going to drive. If I crash, I crash. There you go. But I want to be the driver of my life. And I actually think that taking that responsibility, the more you do yourself, the more you're able to do yourself.
Uh, if somebody's just recently been diagnosed, my advice is don't give up. Uh, Start looking around to see what peer support groups is out there. Start talking to people with dementia because they're the one person that you're going to learn it all from. And the thing is, when you see people surviving, people doing well, then you get hope. You start thinking, oh, this isn't the end. If they can do it, I can do it.
But service providers, but also the general public, what would be your sort of key message you'd like to share? I'll come to Wayne again, as usual.
Listen, please, listen. Don't assume. Listen.
Michael, what's your message to the sort of the wider world?
The thing is, I've actually come across there's a lot of stigma and people making assumptions. Once they see that word dementia, they've automatically made their mind up what way you're supposed to be, and it isn't the case.
A lot of the time, living alone doesn't have to automatically be a negative or a problem.
But that's the problem. Once something, say you lose somebody with authority, people then assume you're vulnerable and they try to take advantage of you.
I just want to know really, how was it for you just taking part in that research program over the last sort of couple of years?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like I say, to get the chance to try to change the world or change the attitude of the world for all people with dementia is obviously wonderful. But it's even better, a bit mercenary, but it's even better when we're doing it for people that are in the same boat as I'm paddling along in, this living alone thing.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne. That's very helpful.
I
Michael, how was it for you?
I actually enjoyed it. I always maintain we can't change the whole thing overnight, but we can make small changes. And it's the small changes what make the difference. So we mightn't change the whole system, but we'll change wee pieces at a time.
Mm-hmm. Make your own little ripples in the water.
Yeah, yeah. But it is interesting when you turn up and you meet other people that living on their own, and we've all got the same things. We all want the same changes.
So you've got a very clear idea of what sort of service providers should do, really, yeah, which has been
Yeah, yeah.
and hopefully that's come out certainly in the research and the resources that have been produced. So, all I can say is a big thank you to both of you.